Good evening. I'm Chalmers Powell, and alongside
Hudson Ridley.
And this is a pre-game for tonight's game at Douglas County Stadium. And it's a long drive out here, but it hopefully will be a good game. Hudson, what do you think about the Douglas County team?
Well, the Douglas County offense has gotten off to a rough start, to say the least, all season long. 2 touchdowns only passing from their quarterback, A.J. Jackson, to go with 1 interception and 786 yards passing. A very weak passing game, but an equally weak running game, as Tyler Stonebreaker, very cool name, their starting running back, has 266 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Not only do they struggle offensively, though, they also struggle defensively. They're only 2-7, and once they let up points, they just can't get back into the game.
And what you mentioned, their rushing game, that's going to be even diminished here tonight with the Raider defense. Matthew Baer and Bryce Parsons and Brian Mottram, those guys are going to play like they always do. Brian Mottram leading the team with tackles with 96, Matthew Baer trailing shortly behind with 76, and 10 sacks out of the 12 that the team has. So, I mean, the defensive line here for the Regis team is unstoppable, and I think that's going to really crush the Douglas County rushing game.
Yeah, definitely a key to the game for this Douglas County team. Get the offense going, because you haven't been able to get it going all season. That's going to be even harder because you have played some weaker opponents and have not been able to put up any numbers against them. Now you play an even stronger opponent, as my producer Patrick hands us this hot sauce. If you are a Raider Sports Network fan, if you've been tuning in for a little while, you would know a couple games ago against Legend, I did take a little bit of this hot sauce. It was very devastating. I did say if they go 10-0, I would for sure do it again. So we have a couple of guys doing it tonight. Chalmers, will you be partaking in this?
Why not? I mean, how bad could it be?
There we go. It is really that bad. Patrick Carlson, come out here. It's our producer. He's putting this thing together. Jake Stewart, Sam Stern, our play-by-play and color commentators, will be doing it as well at the postgame. If the Raiders win, only if, which it kind of looks like it, but only if the Raiders win, we will be doing more of this. That is exactly what you come to see when you come to see these broadcasts.
Moving on to the offense for the Regis team. Almost 2,000 total yards for Nico Marchiol. Got a 62% completion rate and is in second place for the team on rushing yards. He's a pro-style quarterback. He can run the ball and he can pass the ball very well. Well, I'll be interested to see how much running he'll be doing tonight. But yeah. I think it's going to be a pretty clear and cut game. Raiders take the win. That's my prediction.
Yeah, for certain. I mean, the Raiders here tonight, if Nico Marchiol averages what he usually averages per game passing-wise, he will go over 2,000 yards. And David Doty, if he averages what he averages rushing, will go over 1,000 yards here on the season. The Raiders absolutely on fire this year, about to eclipse those 2,000 and 1,000 marks. If possible here tonight, that would be absolutely amazing. That is what you want from this Raiders team. That is the kind of offensive production you like, and that doesn't seem like it'll stop against a very weak Douglas County team.
And with that, the coin flip has been flipped, and we're going to pass it over to Jake Stewart to get the game going. All right.
All right, we will be back in a sec.
Good evening, Raider fans. It's a cold and brisk 26-degree evening here in Castle Rock, Colorado. We're bringing to you live Douglas County versus Raiders football tonight. Coming to you, second game of your two-game soccer and football evening. Raiders soccer team coming out with a 6-0 win. Couldn't be happier for my squad and for the Raiders to come out with a first playoff win. Great live action. Jake and Hudson doing a phenomenal job, as they always do, with Patrick and Jack Fate. My name's Sam Stern. Thank you so much for tuning in live with us tonight. We're so happy to be with you. Jake Stewart, as usual, so glad you're back after being in CU for the Buffs game. How was that?
It was a good time, Sam. The game was a little bit of a different story, but we won't talk about that. Buffs doing what the Raiders have not been able to do, lose a game. So
Yes.
for the Raiders, a 9-0 start to the season, looking to finish off 10-0 for the first time in, Sam, a long, long time. The last time we saw it was against Mullen in the state championship. They lost that game to Mullen, but man, have they been on fire this season. So much talent on this team.
Yes, they have, and alongside us, our producer Patrick Carlson and Jack Fate on camera, just being a trooper tonight in the cold, doing our camera for us. He's just so phenomenal, and he's just doing great. And then Chalmers and Hudson doing an amazing job with the pregame. You'll see him during the halftime show and postgame show today. Again, Sam Stern here with you live. We are so excited that you decided to tune in with us here on the Raider Sports Network, as Jordy De La Torre will kick this one off. You're going to hear his name repeatedly tonight. He is one of the best kickers we've had in a long time. He's consistent. Oh, Jake, he's amazing.
He is the big bull, the rifle. Had his birthday 2 games ago, I want to say, and played out of his mind. He's been great all season long, and a touchback there for Jordy De La Torre.
It's going to be a touchback, and you are now going to be seeing the first of Douglas County tonight, Jake, and we start with them. A team that's 2-7 on the season. Definitely, we're heading in that direction of not playing very talented teams the last couple, and this team definitely fits that mold, and they're struggling, to say the least.
That's right. This is a beatable team for the Raiders. You can't let this team get under your skin. You got to make sure these guys really can't get to you, Sam. You don't want that last game to be your last. You want that to be your last win. Excuse me. You don't want it to be a loss. That would be. You want to have a little bit of confidence going into the postseason. Let's just say that.
A team that's 0-4 in the league,
Look at the
starting off
pressure.
with a sack.
The
Way to
Bear.
start strong. That's Matt Bear stealing lunches one by one.
Oh, my goodness. Matthew Bear wasted no time with that one, Sam, getting on the board with his first sack of the game. He's been on fire all season long, Matthew Bear. Taking your lunches, as Sam said.
Such an excellent job there. And Jake, the main rushing player for this squad, you're going to see him on your screen, is number 25, and that's Tony Stonebreaker. And you're talking about a player who can rush the ball, but definitely is not a David Doty, Jake.
Well, let's just hope Mr. Stonebreaker doesn't break this defense, Sam. We'll see what happens. But so far, so good for this Raiders defense.
He's going to take it himself and immediately get stopped. That was Clay Nanke, the 6'6" giant, leaping to help.
Nicky plays tight end as well as the defensive end position. The coaches love to have him on their side. A big guy, versatile, able to get through the line quickly. Man, he can make so many plays for this team.
Clay Nanke playing on that defensive end. He plays defense and offense. For those of you who don't know, on the offensive end, he's a tight end player. Consistent, Jake. He's just amazing.
That's right. He shows up in the biggest moments. A couple games ago, he had a sack and a touchdown. You don't see that much at the high school level, but Clay Nanke can do it all.
Here we go on a third down play. Clay Nanke was coming over to help to nobody.
Speak of that man right there, Sam. I think that was an announcer's jinx by Sam right there. Clay Nanke applying the pressure. Out of bounds there. Raiders ball coming up now.
So Casper is 1-1 in receptions tonight. At the 50-yard line. Casper coming out for the Halloween season. 10:37 left to go in this first quarter of football. A cold night, as I mentioned, 26 degrees. Castle Rock, Colorado. We're very close to the outlets. And, Jake, I'd love to go get me some Nikes right now.
I'd like a fur
I'm
coat,
tempted.
one of those parkas.
Yeah.
Straight out of Russia. How about that? That'd be great.
First punt here for Douglas County. Going to be a short one. It's going to be Ty McGuire in the back. Not going to reach him. And that's going to stop at around the 43-yard line.
Senior night tonight for Douglas County. You saw the cheerleaders, the Palms girls, and the football players all get announced before the game. And fun to watch. Sam, it really feel bad when we beat them on their senior night. What do you think?
Oh gosh, well it's coming, and it's really sad because the line was the length of the field of these seniors and their families, and it's just really devastating that all these people are going to come and really see a team probably get smoked.
It's like guys, come on, you got to schedule your senior night game against a lesser team. How about one of these teams, one of these other 9 teams?
Yeah, schedule it against Overland.
Yeah, sure. They got great bands, band versus band battle.
Yep.
Could duel out.
Yep.
Little
These guys would lose
camp
in that
rock
too.
session, Sam.
David Doty up the middle, stopped. He got a gain of about 3 on that play, and leads me right into my next point of David Doty, Jake. I talk about him every broadcast. We both do. And David Doty, last year, a player that didn't get as many minutes, obviously, with Keon Martinez, 21 season all day. And, he went into the offseason and he was like, I need to get buff and ready to go because I'm the next running back right now.
That's right.
And he's coming to the season with energy, Jake.
Pure strength and athleticism. That's the definition of David Doty, helping the Raiders win a tug-of-war competition and homecoming as well.
Nico Markiel testing the arm. Oh, almost intercepted by Douglas County.
Wow. Gotta love Nico Markiol, the ability to take a shot early in the game with the confidence, just off the mark there. Almost intercepted, though. That would be a huge confidence booster for this Huskies team.
And that pass was intended for Jackson Connolly. We will talk more about him throughout this broadcast. Jackson Connolly, Bryce Sloan on your screen, left and right, wide receivers for this Raider offense. Both players leading the team right now in receiving yards. So, Jake, you're going to see them getting the ball passed often.
Dynamic duo, the speed demons. Watch them on the outside. Electric as well for what they are. You got to be careful if you're a defender.
Nico Markiel with plenty of time to get it to the player cutting up the middle.
That's
that was
number 9.
Jackson Connolly. So 1 of 2 so far. First 2 plays for Nico Markiel. He's going to move the chains for the first time tonight. First down, Raiders, and Jake, Nico Markiel. Poised. I can't think of another word to describe it, Jake. He's just poised.
So composed back there. 3rd down, just no stress at all. Finds Connolly up the middle. Give him the yards after the catch. First down, Raiders. Well done.
Markiel handoff to David Doty up the left side. Stopped in the middle at about the 30-yard line. Tag him there.
You go back to David Doty, excuse me, Sam,
yes.
But he kind of highlights and complements what this team really emphasizes this year in youth. This team really, a lot of younger guys. The coaches have talked about it. They were counted out before the season, not even of a top 25 team, but going into this game, one of the top-ranked teams in Colorado, 9-0, and a lot of guys were counting out the Raiders coming into this game and coming into this season. But Sam, we've proved them wrong so far.
You can't now, Jake.
That's
you can't
right.
now.
You sure can't. You sure can't. Coming into the playoffs, this team is going to be a force to reckon with.
And this person's going to be a main problem. Looking to Bryce Sloan on that right side. He's got his first reception of the evening. Great passing play by Nico Markiel. Fundamental.
This Sloan-Connolly duo is virtually unstoppable. When one goes down, the other gets right back up and provides that spark for you. You better have 2 cornerbacks to defend them. Otherwise, man, you're going to get beat.
So here comes the Raiders looking to move closer to that first touchdown of the evening.
3rd and short here.
David Doty on his right.
Look for a handoff right up the middle. Markiel trying to draw him off sides. Look close there. Markiel looking at the ref.
Ref's going to stop this one. Let's see what they decide to do here.
Looks like the Raiders took time out there. Trying to draw the Huskies off sides. Not a bad decision call there by the Raiders on offensive line as well, trying to draw them off sides, and it sure looked like the Huskies player jumped, Sam.
It did. So while we have this moment, we talk a little bit about Nico Markiel, Jake. We're going to elaborate on him multiple times this evening. A player, he's a sophomore, Jake, and coming off of a great freshman year last year, definitely sent a message to the state that he's the real deal. But Jake, he's come into this year as a whole new player. He's upgraded his game like you would Town Hall and Clash of Clans.
Great reference there, Sam. As a throwback there, and Nico Markiel, not much of a throwback. He'll probably be looking back on him years from now saying, man, this guy was one of the best that Regis had to offer. He's been so good, so dynamic. We talk about how he can do a dual action quarterback. He can do it with his feet. He can do it with his arm. He's just so dynamic from that quarterback position, and he's got to be a threat come the playoff time. A lot of these defensive units have to be scared of Nico Markiel.
Nico Markiel hands it off to Pyrese Miller on the left, stopped. Great defense there by Douglas County.
And you go back to Markiel, you can't go further with Markiel without talking about his weapons. You've got, all those running backs. We talked about the running back by committee led by guys like Pyrese Miller and David Doty. And then you look at the receivers, and you got Connolly and Sloan and Ty McGuire, and just so many guys out there willing to step up. And when one guy, like I said, Sam, just next man mentality, and they've all done a great job all season long. So if you're Markiel, you stay composed, and you got all these guys to help you out. You got success right at the front door.
Pyrese Miller still on the field on Nico Markiel's right. They're going to go for it on the 4th down play. Nico Markiel wide open. That's Sloan. Or my apologies, Dallas Macias.
Move the chains, baby. One more, 3rd down. Raiders 1st down.
And talk about a player who's just really impressed me. Again, a sophomore who has experience playing with Nico Markiel for club. Dallas Macias, Jake, filled in for Colby Jaramillo when he was out for that suspension. He's just filled in whenever they need him, as Nico Markiel has plenty of time. Touchdown. He was definitely in. I saw that.
Wide open.
I
Touchdown.
saw that.
Touchdown, baby.
What a play to start this one. Tag on the first touchdown for the Raiders. The season of a lifetime continues for the Raiders, proving the odds are wrong this year and making things happen as usual. Nico Markiel, Nico Magic.
Raiders striking first, and that's right, Jordy. You can dance on the sidelines. Let me see it, baby. Jordy now out there to take the extra point. He was hyped after that touchdown. We were hyped after that touchdown. I know Patrick and Jack were out here as well. Jordy De La Torre going to kick this extra point and make it 7-0 Raiders.
Jordy De La Torre. This extra point kick is through the uprights and good. 7-0 to start for the Raiders. A very nice start, Jake. But, I would say it's so amazing, but they start this way every game, Jake.
That's right. They start off with a couple 3rd downs on offense. No problem for Nico Markiel. He says, why not? Give me the 3rd downs. I'll punish you, man. It's a Marvel movie with some superheroes and supervillains. And
yes.
The good guys always coming out on top, and that's what it's looked like this season so far.
It has. So back to Jordy De La Torre, who just made that extra point. He's superhuman, Jake. I really don't know how to describe it. Someone who's his size, and nothing against him. The size is working. He's making every field goal, every extra point. He can blast it, Jake. He's a former soccer player, and he's about to be a D1 football player in a couple of years, Jake. I'm assuring you of it.
That's right, Sam. I think our nickname for him, the Bull, is fitting. You just can't take him down. You can't stop him. He is just raging bull. He's unstoppable. Take him to a rodeo, man.
Take him there.
Can ride that performance all night long. Let's ride Jordy to the state championship, Sam.
Yes,
what do you say?
Let's ride him. Jordy De La Torre going to boot this one. Shorter than usual. Douglas County's going to go for a jog. Up the right side. Going nowhere. And he's met by Dallas Macias with some anger.
What a beautiful hit along the sidelines there, preventing any extra yardage there. Nice stop by the Raiders on a packed night here. Not a lot of Raiders fans. I think they're just confident in their team, Sam, or perhaps they're just tuning into our broadcast tonight.
They have. I hope you are. Again, Sam Sterner, Jake Stewart here with you tonight, Patrick Carlson, and my man Jack Fate doing a great job in both games this evening.
And now that we have a second, Sam, I think
Yes.
we have to congratulate you all on the soccer team
Yes,
on the win.
please.
6-0 was the final score. You see Luke Galon get the hat trick, Johnny Kerpansky, and so many guys getting on the board. Everybody stepping up. You see Will Taylor, Josh Wells, Sam, of course, everybody playing a hell of a game. And Sam had that goal go in. We all were so ecstatic, and then it was called off for offsides. I'm still going to call the ref tonight, Sam, and ask him what happened on that play. That was definitely a goal, and me and Hudson we're just furious at that one.
Well, I appreciate it. It was definitely a great game and a great start to a tournament against Bear Creek tonight, and hopefully a run to the championship, Jake. That's the goal.
That's right. We were saying the Bears, the only Bear I know that's mighty is Matthew Bear of this football team, Sam. And watch him tonight. He already has a sack. First play of the game, first defensive play. So
and it won't be his only one, Jake.
that's right. Look for Matthew Bear to get some pressure here. Here he comes.
Wide open on the side. Dallas Macias coming over to help. 1, 2,
Breaking
3.
tackle.
Miss. He's still up, and the Raiders,
Wow.
by committee, have to take him down.
If you're the Raiders defense, you cannot be happy at that. Poor tackling there results in 12 yards after the catch.
Spencer Graves on that left side, the running back wide receiver. He's a senior. He has the size, and he has the moves. So first down play, first and more for Douglas County. 7:15 left to go. 7-zip with plenty of time. Off to the right side, wide open catch.
Sam, you see, I think the way this Huskies team is trying to battle out the Raiders' pressure is they're trying to throw the ball as quickly as possible, get it out of the quarterback's hands, and prevent any pressure, any pressure on the quarterback. Because when he's had pressure on him, he struggled out there. So the Raiders applying pressure early, but good job by the Huskies complementing that on their own side on offense.
A.J. Jackson is the quarterback for Douglas County, and talking to Raider football players today at school, I've heard that he is a talent. He is one of the bright spots on this team. He makes the right play. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be that handoff, as you can see right there up the right side with time down. Oh, let's see what's going on here. I thought the ball might have got out. But, Jake, he's smart, and they need a quarterback who's smart since they don't have the rest of the roster to support it.
That's right. Obvious connection, Sam, but he reminds me a lot of Lamar Jackson this year for the Ravens. I mean, share the last name. What's not to like there? But both guys smart, dual threat abilities. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball just like Nico Marculon. Smart guy. He won't turn the ball over, so you got to be careful with him and apply that pressure, get in his face, and make him have to throw it away. Big third down opportunity here for the Raiders.
Raiders defense ready to come through. The Raider wall attacking, up in the air, no good.
Great tip there on that play. It was number 4 for the Raiders, Colby Jaramello, coming back. Big stop there for the Raiders.
Wow, talk about live action tonight. Some great football, a cop car pulling over somebody. God, could the evening get any better?
Oh, my goodness,
wow.
Sam.
This is live action.
Wow.
Soccer,
Senior
football,
night, snow.
cops.
Oh, my goodness.
God.
Chick-fil-A sandwiches back here. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, Sam.
Let's see if we can get a chase going in here. Some live action tonight.
I'd like to see a chase on Jackson, Sam. My goodness, what a night so far.
Still with time. The Raiders immediately get through. And that's caught on the side. Jake, we're seeing it. Jackson is playing great to start off this game. Very composed.
You saw the coverage there from Ty McGuire. He gives the receiver a little bit of space, and that gives him the ability to make the catch and moves the chains on third down. So for the Raiders, they played well so far on the defensive front, but just like the defense for the Huskies, they haven't been able to stop that third down play. So you got to clamp down defense now, make some stops, Sam.
They do, and Jake, this is something we talk about every once in a while with the Raiders. The defense tends to be inconsistent at times, and I don't know what it is, but sometimes we'll play great, and then the next play, we're slow.
That's right. This is a Raiders team. You got to fix that issue going into the playoffs against teams like Valor and Cherry Creek. You got to watch out. Big hit on the sidelines there. Wow, what a hit was number 2, Dallas Macias. Multifunctional athlete. The pass was complete, but the hit was just, oh my goodness, Sam. He's going to feel that in the morning.
Guess who that actually was, Jake?
Who was?
Ty McGuire.
It was Ty McGuire.
Coming in hot.
Wow.
Like a Hot Wheels car on a racetrack.
I'll have to tell him in AP stats class. He just bazooka that guy. Wow.
What that guy was doing.
Just like the cop car down there. Something's going on. Have to give you an update on that.
We will. We'll call the police department. Coming back in. The Raiders push him back. That was 30. Xavier Carroll coming in with vengeance. Up the side. Push him back.
Xavier Carroll, Brian Mottram up the middle. Nowhere to go for Jackson. Sit down, buddy, and stay down.
Xavier Carroll, one of the running backs by committee that we're going to talk about, Jake, and I love that.
I'm proud, Sam. I'm proud
Thank
you remember that
You're
one.
teaching me, Jake. I'm
Football's
learning
coming
from
in
the
hand.
football.
Why does this football season have to end, Sam?
I
That's
know.
what I'm saying. A great year
I
for the
know.
Raiders, a great year for Sam, and wow, so excited. We're excited for basketball as well. I know Sam's
are.
hyped up for that. And
Oof.
with Nugget season, the Raiders, just everything going right for this high school and this state of Colorado so far in this season.
Yes. Third down play coming here for Jackson. Let's see what he decides to do here. He's passed the ball early and often.
Long 11 yards to go here.
He's going to elect to do it again. Going deep.
Picked off.
Yes! Ty McGuire. 2 plays in a row. He is playing out of his mind this season as that third option on the offensive end. But he can do a little defense too.
Wow, Ty McGuire getting a little push at the end there, saying that's my ball. Not yours. I'll take it.
What a play by Ty McGuire, a player who has played varsity for 3 years here at Regis. This year he's gotten the most minutes of any of his previous 2, and Jakey's making the most of them.
He sure is. He's a talented player. He's so good. One of the many seniors on this team. And, man, are the seniors stepping up this year for the Raiders, Sam? It's not as many seniors as usual, but they have stepped up at every single moment. Bryce Parsons, Michael Manugian as well, 2 interceptions.
Sam,
Wow.
hashtag bring back Chick-fil-A Day. You guys have way too much fun over here.
Nico Markiel fakes the handoff, but then gets it to David Doty up the left side, and Douglas County is there. They have quite a wall themselves, and they push him back far. Nice try, Jake.
I was thinking of some other walls there, Sam. I won't mention on the broadcast.
Yep, thank you.
I think we all know what I was going to bring up
we'll
there.
stop you there.
The Raider wall is
Yep.
one that's been potent all season long.
Yeah, we'll leave that
Huskies
as the
as
only
well.
potent one for now. Nico Markiel. Second down play coming.
Oh, he wants to go deep.
Markiel.
Look at the speed.
Oh,
Oh,
Jackson Connolly.
Jackson Connolly had about 45 yards on the defender. Oh, my goodness. He would have taken that one to the house. Oh, man. Missed opportunity there from Markiel. He wants that one back. 3rd and long now.
The former Houstonian coming up the left side, coming from Houston, Texas. For those of you who don't know, Jackson Connolly came to Regis Jesuit freshman year, moving from Houston, Texas, Katy in particular. I know my Texas. I come from a Texas family as well, so
You hear that? You hear about that?
I definitely tend to love his game just for that reason. He is a Texan.
Now, Sam, you see the catch on the sidelines there. It is none other than Ty McGuire. Wow. Ty McGuire coming up on the defensive side, the offensive side. Close to the first down there. It looks like he's going to be about a yard short, but Ty McGuire makes the pick, and then the reception there, he's just unstoppable.
He is. Ty McGuire is looking very confident to start this game off. I think they want to end this season on a bang. Nico Markiel, David Doty on the right. Hands it off, coming up the left.
Oh, the stiff arm there to take one guy down. Not much more after the initial hit, though, from David Doty. Sam, I'm curious as to what the TY stands for in Ty. I'm wondering if it just stands for thank you and see you later. I don't know. Tonight is sure looking like that. Ty McGuire is an exceptional athlete.
Yeah, that's actually what they named him after.
Oh,
Jake,
my
is
goodness.
Thank you.
Do I get a sticker or something? It's a cold night. A
Yeah.
hot chocolate? Can you buy me one of those?
Yep. Let me go to my doctor's office. That was the only place that actually. No, Mr. Nielsen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, orthodontist.
Celine's
yeah.
mom.
Give him a
Yeah,
shout out.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Advanced Orthodontics for those of you who need orthopedic
Oh.
work.
Almost
Check
an
them
Odell
out.
there. Almost a one-handed grab. That would have been phenomenal.
They're right next to Smoky Hill High School and Taco Bell, Bank of the West as well. They do a great job. They did my braces and Jake, my teeth. They did yours too, right?
Me too. That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
You see, and we
They're
have
good.
successful
They're
teeth
good.
people.
We got broadcasting teeth,
Yes,
Sam. What can we say?
we're broadcasters, people. So if you need orthodontic work, call them. They're willing to help you.
They're my neighbors, too, Sam.
Yes, they are. Gosh, just call Jake. Nico Markiel, 3rd down here, with plenty of time.
The running back screen
Gets it to
there.
Clay Nanke.
Big
Oh,
hit, though.
wow.
Great defense there on 3rd and 8. Nanke thought
Wow.
he got through get through the defender, and big hit. Lit him up there.
Jake, I'm impressed from what I'm seeing on both ends
I
for
am
Douglas
too,
County.
Sam. I came into this game, looked at the stats, and saw 2-7 team. I said, man, Sam, what does this remind me of? The Miami Dolphins. And I looked further and I said, wait, this team's won 2 games, so they're better than the Miami Dolphins. And Jack Fate told me this, Sam. He said, as you see a fumble there on the kickoff, and wow, there's the kick. Whoa.
What a
Punt! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and he got a bounce.
Are you
No
kidding me?
way. What a punt.
The best punt of the season. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So Sam, I'm talking to Jack Fate, and he tells me, Jake, this team is so bad. Every time they score a punt, I will do 10 push-ups tonight. So we're taking Jack's word for that tonight.
Yes, we will.
We're hoping he won't be doing 100 push-ups, 1,000 push-ups, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
And guess what? Jack's going to have to do that while eating the hot sauce. We'll tell him that after the game.
Sam, for every point or just like a score?
So here comes Jackson, A.J. Jackson, and the rest of the offense for Douglas County.
Our kids can learn geography now.
First down.
Trick play there.
They're going to run it, and he's immediately taken down. Boom! Boom!
Halloween is over. The trick-or-treating. Good luck. You can't trick this Raiders team.
It
Nice
is
try,
over,
fellas.
Jake. The candy is
We
out.
can't make Monster Mash.
I don't know, Sam. My mom tends to have a lot of Halloween candy left. But
Oh, I'm
man.
coming over to your house after the game then.
let's do it.
Okay.
We could last week we could use like the Monster Mash, like. As,
Wow, what a stop.
You want to
by
sing
the
it for us,
Raiders.
Patrick?
no, I'm not.
Okay,
Patrick
that's what I
doing this
thought.
Monster Mash impression.
Yeah, you know Patrick. Again, he is the. For those of you who don't know, he is the Regis Jesuit Raiders mascot. He's the horse. If you guys have seen him at games, if you guys want pictures, especially the ladies, he's a ladies' man. Patrick Carlson, come take your pictures with him.
Get your autographs.
Yep.
Pete Carlson
Bring
when
your
he's famous
bring
one
your
day.
Sharpies.
Number one
Here he
producer.
comes, Jackson.
Oh!
Oh!
Get that ball, Brian.
That was Brian Mottram getting in the way.
Brian sticking those bear arms up, doing his Matthew Bear impression, saying, waving him, Sam, saying, bye-bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
And that was actually Matthew Shade, the junior. We haven't mentioned him, but he is a big piece for this defense. There's so many names that you can't even get to them, Jake,
And
for this Raider squad.
Big third down now, Sam. I'm being told that Patrick in the snow night, Patrick actually, if you come out here, if you make it out to Douglas County, Patrick will write your name in the snow. So I think that's worth coming out to Douglas County.
He is.
Ghost pepper sauce. So.
Maybe even a ghost pepper sauce. He'll write your name in ghost
Maybe.
pepper sauce. Why
Yep.
not? Big third down here. Raiders trying to clamp down on defense. 3rd and long on the 8-yard line now.
Jackson's going to hand it off up the middle. You're getting nowhere.
I don't know about that call, Sam. Running the ball on 3rd and 12. You're going to have to throw the ball to do anything on the Raiders today. And results in a 4th down. Another opportunity for Nico Marchiol and this Raiders offense, which has, surprisingly been shut down to the most part tonight, Sam.
It has. So another punt for Douglas County. It's going to be Ty McGuire, once again in the backfield at about the 38-yard line, ready to receive this one. Still cold outside, recovering from my game earlier. It's so cold.
Sam got to play a ton of minutes. And
Oh, thank you, Lord.
So good. So
oh,
good.
gosh, thank you.
I think we'll need some Sam autographs as well. At the end.
Okay.
Real punishment for.
Great
Here comes
pressure
the front.
there
Clay
by
Nanke
Nanke.
almost blocked it.
You see that 6'7" face in your face, and you're saying, "Oh man, I don't want to kick that ball off."
No. So the Raider offense is going to wait for this second quarter to begin to make their next run. And Jake, we're starting off good. 7-0. I think that we've had better starts, better first quarters than the way. Oh, sorry, we have a second left, Patrick.
One
Sorry,
second.
apologies. Let's see if you can throw a Hail Mary for a second touchdown.
What was that? Did you say a Hail Mary, Sam? Was that what you said?
Is that what I did?
I don't know. I couldn't quite hear you.
No, is that what I said?
We'll put it in the blooper reel. No worries. Patrick calls. A little blooper reel action.
Gosh.
Marchiol being pressured, takes it up the middle himself.
Why
Here
not?
he goes. 15,
Why not?
10, 5.
Why
Touchdown Raiders!
The multi-dimensional quarterback coming in strong up the middle for the touchdown.
See you later, Huskies. Oh my goodness.
Time to go home early. Bye, all the 100 senior parents.
I
in
think the
crowd.
Husky got lost in the snow, Sam. I have
Yes.
to dig him out. The white Husky, 13-0 Raiders.
Wow, what a play. The kicker for Douglas County is so upset he kicked the ball as hard as he could into his practice net. Almost threw it.
A poor practice net. You see guys like
Gosh.
Odell Beckham do that in the NFL, and give that
disappointing.
practice net a break. Come on, man.
Disappointing.
Come on.
But nonetheless, it's 13-0 as Jordy De La Torre is going to knock this one in to make it 14-0.
And Sam, I want to give you credit. You jinxed that. You said 1 second, we're going to get a touchdown, and we got the touchdown. So I'm giving
We
that to
did.
Sam Stern.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chalmers. 14-0 is going to be your end of the first quarter score. Thank you so much again for tuning in with us. Some great live action tonight. Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Jack Fate, Chalmers Powell, Hudson Ridley, Kylie Pendleton, and Sophia Marsnick.
Best crew in the state of Colorado.
Best crew. Number one.
2 years running.
Yep. And we're going to take a quick timeout here on the Raider Sports Network. happens.
Welcome back, Raiders Sports Network. Having so much fun tonight here as always. Sam, I don't know if we're laughing at our own jokes or this 14-0 lead so far.
Both.
What a start for the Raiders.
And that was going to be booted to the 10, and here comes Douglas County.
Oh, a little throw there. Oh, my.
Oh,
It's loose.
poorly
The ball's loose.
executed.
Get down.
Boom! Come on now!
Get me the
Come
dynamite.
on! Oh my goodness, with vengeance! Oh! You're gonna feel that tomorrow. Go get the ice packs. Oh!
What's
Get
our
some
nurse?
icy hot.
What is
Call
our nurse's
Shaquille
name,
O'Neal.
Sam? We need our nurse here.
Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Jake.
Neosporin and some ice cream is what she needs after that.
Oh, she? Does she need that, Jake? Jake, it's a male out there. Nice try. People, this is live action. We gotta take a once in a while. Okay. Welcome back to the Raiders Sports Network. Sorry we had to take a break. Ooh. 14-0 here.
What a stop there. Sam, I didn't even get the chance to say on that kick. You said it was a booted, and then, you know, the football team, it's the song of the football team this year. You know, Sam, I had the pleasure of spending time with a lot of the guys last year in the locker room and on the bus. And the song last year, they got a song every year. The song this year, though, is Toot It and Boot It. You know, this team is just tooting it and booting it every single game. 9-0, looking to go 10-0. What a start.
Great reference. I really appreciate that.
Just livening up your Friday night, Sam. And
Yes. Having a great time, as Jake mentioned. Just so glad to be with you again on a Friday night as usual. Here we go for Jackson. With plenty of time, he's going to run this one up the middle, and it's caught. Great catch there. That should be a first down.
That was number 14 on that play. That's Matt Gathram. He said gather him up.
Gather him up. Yes, he did. First.
You gathered up right there.
They did.
Matt. Good job, Matt.
Yep.
Move the chains. First down, Douglas County.
1st and 10 here. 10:47 left to go in this second quarter. At the 25.
At this point, Sam, I'm just feeling bad for those cheerleaders on the field. It's a frigid night. They're cheering. They're down 14-0, and man, I think we need to go down there and help them cheer and get some red on them. And cheer. There's one in brown and red right now. We need to tell them to cheer for the Raiders.
At least they have their ski goggles on and their hats, and they look prepared to go on the mountain. Luckily, so that's a positive.
If you didn't know, Sam, that she was directed at it was definitely one of the cheerleaders.
Yeah, totally.
Big pressure up the middle.
Jackson
Watch out.
Throws it up the middle.
Picked off.
Yes, sir. Dallas Pyrese Miller with time and a flag on the ground. Still up. Pyrese Miller down.
Might see a block in the back there, but I think the pick will stand for Pyrese Miller.
Michael's not the leader anymore.
Excellent job. As Patrick mentioned, Michael Manugian no longer the leader in interceptions if this one stands at 2.
Michael Manugian has now been passed on the interceptions list for the season, people. Michael Manugian, a big name here at Regis Jesuit. Pyrese Miller going to move his season total to 3, Jake. So big day for Pyrese Miller.
So the touchdown will stand there. A little blind side block in the back called, and the Raiders just move the ball back a little bit. But first down for Nico Markule on this offense, trying to extend this to a 3-score game. Still in the first half. 10 minutes left to go in this first half.
Yeah, Jake, that touchdown will stand, as you said.
Sam, we're going to be hearing a lot of touchdowns tonight.
We will. You're already preparing for it.
I'm getting prepared. I'm trying to do a jinx like you did last time.
Yep.
That 1
It
second
obviously
left.
works. So Nico Markule is back on the field with David Doty on his left. They're bringing out their same lineup. It's going to be Ty McGuire, Bryce Sloan, and Jackson Connolly as the primary receivers, with Clay Nanke at that tight end position. Nico Markule with time up the middle, caught. That's actually Dallas Macias in for Ty McGuire right now.
As you see him finding Macias there, one of the things you don't see on that throw there from from Markiel is he scans the field. He looks first to the right side, then back to the left side, and then right down the middle. That'll scare the defense, fool them away, and opens up on the receivers. So an underrated play there for Markiel.
Nico Markiel hands it out to David Doty. Cut up the middle with a gain of at least 5.
Doty, one of the most explosive players in the state of Colorado. So hard to tackle, so hard to get down. Each and every play, he's got the ability to break off and get those yards after carry every single play.
He's been playing excellent for sure. Very poised, very just solid on this end of the field, and we're going to see if he can continue tonight. Still yet to tag on his own touchdown, but Jake, it'll come. Nico Markiel in the middle with time, cutting up the right side, wide open. That's Bryce Sloan, still running.
Just weaving through defenders there is Bryce Sloan. So hard to tackle, so hard to get down. And those yards after the catch, Sam, once again coming up big for the Raiders. Markiel's had a lot of short passes go for long gains tonight. This ability to break off those initial tackles and just go long, especially slant passes, they've worked well tonight.
They have. Nico Markiel handoff up the left side. That's David Doty.
Getting outside.
He tried to do a front flip into the end zone, Jake. Trying to show his gymnastics prowess on that one.
We read that defense well, decided to take that ball to the outside instead of right up the middle. Smart decision there by David Doty, getting that extra couple yards. And 1st and goal now for the Raiders.
Nico Markiel cutting up the right, wide open. Yup.
Touchdown.
Count
Easy
it.
money. Bryce Sloan, first touchdown of the game. Electric receiver. Sam mentioned he's going to have a scholarship coming his way pretty soon with the way he's playing. Raiders go up 3 scores, 20-0 now the score. You can count it, baby.
His play is simply electrifying so far this season. He's been simply amazing, and talk about a player who's also been on varsity for quite a few years, just like Jackson Connolly. He's been playing great. You got to be happy with what you're seeing, and yet again doing Bryce Sloan things. But it runs in the family, Jake. Multi-sport athletes, a football, baseball player, and Caleb Sloan, former Raider, was also a football and baseball player.
Just one of the most talented families you'll find out there. And, you know, Sam, I talked about the soccer team and the families and how much talent you got between the Hilts and the Vargas and just
Yep.
so much talent out there. And the Dermers, and the same with this football team. You got just players that have gone on, Brian Mottram, Billy Mottram, so many guys with so much talent, brothers and sisters as well, and in numerous families. You know, the Vargas, they've got Danny, Ben, and then Grace, and vying for a rugby state championship as well for girls rugby for the first time, I want to say, ever, Sam. So it's a pretty exciting year to be a Raider sports fan.
It is. The fall has been stacked when it comes to sports, with all the teams just playing excellent, as field hockey is also still playing right now, and hoping to continue that season, led by Grace Wygan, the 3-sport athlete. You can read an article more about her from last year
Notre
on
Dame verbal commit as well.
correct rjmedianow.com. Check it out.
Love to read those articles. Sam does
Yes.
a great job writing each and every article. Make sure to check him out on online, the website. You'll have to check it out.
Appreciate it. Jordy De La Torre is going to boot this one. He's active this evening. 8:53 left to go in this exciting second quarter, to say the least. Jordy De La Torre. Big kick. And here comes Douglas County once again. Let's see if they can solve the Raider riddle,
Trying
which
to
is
take
the
this
defense.
one outside. Good luck with that. Raiders not taking him down. Jordy De La Torre doing his jog off the field. That's all the running he'll have to do for a couple more quarters unless we score a touchdown.
So that was Bryce Parsons coming over on the tackle. He's going to be at that left cornerback position on your screen. Bryce Parsons, also a multi-sport athlete, coming from a sporting family as well. Peyton Parsons, his sister, a great soccer player, plays for Real club team and will
Wow.
play for the Raiders as well. Very talented. And then Bryce Parsons is going to be attending the Air Force Academy next year, Jake.
He plays baseball as well. Just so talented and phenomenal. Got to give a little kudos to Owen Best as well, talking about baseball, committed today.
Yes, Owen Best, another one of the players from the state-winning baseball team. One of many still left on this squad from last year, and Owen Best. Jake, it's just so amazing how many players on this baseball team are committing right now. They're just so talented this year.
Just amazing, and the senior class is just Our amazing senior class has proved just so amazing. So many offers and commitments already. You talked about Grace Wigan. You've talked about so many athletes. Owen Best, University of St. Thomas, continuing his baseball career. Congrats to Owen as well. So first down here, Douglas County, trying to get some spark of offense there. That won't do too much. That was second down, but minimal gain there. Bring up a big third down here for Douglas County, Sam, looking to just get any sort of momentum here. They've done nothing.
Yeah, they need something. They could really use something. So it's going to be third down, my apologies. 3rd and 2 for Douglas County at the 31-yard line.
This is where they've struggled on third down this season. Got to move the chains, got to be able to work it on offense in order to win these games.
Jackson, handoff up the left side. Jake, that totally did not work.
A little delayed handoff there. Thought they'd fool the Raiders, but Sam, I already said Halloween was over. You can't trick or treat this team, and no fool there.
I love that. That was so awesome, Jake. Trick or treat, love it.
Thank you. I threw on a costume and went out pretty late last night, and
Really?
still feeling the
What
effects.
were you?
I was a clown. That's what I was.
A clown.
I put on some makeup and
Awesome. Awesome. Wow, guys, thank you. Thank you for your commentary. Oh,
little
weird one
going
there.
for it on fourth down. Oh, and there's
And
a
the
fumble.
ball's down. Still
Up.
down. Dallas Macias coming over to help.
Big hit there. It's a weird play, Sam. But
Very weird.
we'll take it. 12-yard line now for Nico Markey on this offense. Great field position to start out with. And Jack Fate just said, well, what the heck just happened? And I don't know, Jack, but we'll take it.
So Nico Markiel going to come out once again. He's seen a lot of action tonight. He's been playing great. He already has one touchdown of his own, and then also one to Bryce Sloan.
And Sam, you missed out last night. I didn't even mention it to you last night. They did a $4 Chipotle deal. You show up in a costume.
No,
and you get
they
a
did
$4
not.
burrito. I know how much you love that. So
No, they did not.
next time, I feel like a bad
I'm
person.
so upset.
They didn't give me a $4 burrito. So share that.
I put a little bit of makeup on it and $4 burrito.
7:13 left to go, as there will be a timeout. Douglas County. And with that timeout, we're going to take a quick break here on the Raider Sports Network. So here we go. Nico Markiel in the offense. Gonna go deep once again.
You bet.
Let's see if it was in.
Oh, just out.
Just out. Very
So
close. That was Bryce Sloan being thrown too often to start this first half, Jake. And Bryce is playing well. And Jake, you talk about Jackson Connolly and Bryce Sloan. They have the wheels. They are fast. Obviously, Jackson Connolly, one of the best track stars in the state. He's unbelievable. And then Bryce Sloan is pretty quick himself.
Good luck racing Jackson. You're not going to win. I don't care if you're Usain Bolt. You're not going to win.
Wow, that's bold.
It's just the truth. You see him running out there, and he's like a squirrel. I don't know, just flying up a tree. You just can't catch him.
Yeah, totally. Nico Markiel, handoff up the middle. David Doty, you can't take him down alone. You got to have help.
That's right. Talk about not being able to catch somebody. I mean, Nico Markiel, you saw that run, that 25-yard touchdown run in the last drive. He's just uncatchable, unstoppable.
As my favorite play-by-play announcer says, Kevin Harlan, you cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain him. David Doty just making things happen every game.
So I take it, Sam, you've been getting into more football a little bit more with Kevin Harlan a little bit. I know he does basketball as well, and basketball is his main role, but he does a little football too.
You know, Jake, he's so great as Nico Markell's going to get this snap. Going to hand it off to Pyrese Miller. Not good. Pyrese Miller going to be taken down way back.
That'll hurt the Raiders.
And a flag on the ground.
9-yard loss there would take him out of field goal range, but this flag could be taunting or something of that matter.
But back to Kevin Harlan. Ever since I watched that football game where he called the guy running up the sidelines, a drunk guy.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
He was calling it the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40. I was like, this man is unbelievable, Jake. That is true play-by-play at its best.
Professional.
It is.
Making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
That's what you look up to.
You know,
right there.
yes. Especially in a game where the other team was winning by at least 40 points. You got to come up with something to make the game fun, and he did it, Jake.
That's right.
He's the
we
king.
Make it fun on here. We do our best.
We do.
21-0 Raiders up. 15-yard penalty. You missed on that one at the end of the play on Douglas County. 4th down now. Nico Markey on the offense, staying back out there, trying to extend the lead to 4 scores.
And on your screen, you're going to notice Eddie Maxfield is on the play. Eddie Maxfield, the punter for the Raiders, as well as a running back. Very talented. He's seen a minutes increase, Jake. Definitely been coming in earlier in games. He used to be kind of the backup behind Pyrese and Xavier Carroll, but he's getting his minutes upped by his great play as Nico Markey
taking a
is
shot
upping his game
open
every single game to Jackson Connolly, the Houstonian, scoring his first touchdown of the evening.
Unbelievable. Wide open in the end zone. You cannot leave Jackson Connolly wide open. The speed, the burst of initial speed, they're unstoppable. And touchdown Raiders 27-0. And we haven't even hit halftime yet, Sam.
That will always be the result of covering a Texan, Jake. Texans are powerful.
You know what they say, Sam. Everything is bigger in Texas.
It is. Jordy De La Torre going to come up for this extra point try. 27-0. Make that 28-0. Jordy De La Torre. 100% tonight with his extra point kicks.
Jordy De La Torre not missing a beat out here tonight. They're going to need his kicking ability in the playoffs. You know, some drives for Nico Markey are going to result in field goals, so they're going to need Jordy De La Torre really to step up. And he's done a great job all season long, so you can count on it.
And Jake, I have to say, while we have this, what a turnout for the Raiders tonight. Obviously not a lot of students, but the parents really came out.
That's right. They took their friends and uncles and brothers and sisters all the way from Utah. And
Yes.
look at all these fans out here tonight. They're covering all the stands, and there might even be more Raiders fans tonight here than Douglas County, and it's their senior night, Sam.
It is. It is. So we're about halfway, less than halfway through this second quarter. 5:39 left to go. 28-0. Raiders up. Nico Markey in the offense is fueled up and ready and just playing great. They're playing a great game, very solid. That first quarter, there was some inconsistencies, to say the least, but they've come back in the second quarter, Jake, and I can't complain.
And you're right, Sam. If there's one thing, as you see Jordy De La Torre kicking that ball off, if there's one thing this team has needed to work on this season as the ball's dropped, if there's one thing this team has got to really excel at to go far in the playoffs, is limiting those penalties and turnovers as well. And they've done a great job of that tonight. They're winning the turnover battle thus far. A few picks on Jackson as well as the penalties have really been on the Raiders' side tonight. So nicely done on those facets of the game by the Raiders.
It's been very impressive for sure. So Douglas County coming back on. They are just trying to get something to go. It's been a tough outing against this top 5 defense in the state of Colorado, led by Bryce Parsons, Ty McGuire, Grayson Stovall, and Clay Nanke coming up the middle. Caught and lunges for an extra 2 yards. Great passing play by A.J. Jackson.
For this Huskies team, Sam, it appears that every yard is just so crucial, so important, because it's so hard to come by for this team. And the Raiders have done a great job all night long pressuring the quarterback. Seen Colby Jaramello up the middle, as well as Matthew Bear. Look for them on this play. Bear's on your left side.
Matt Bear, another one of the stars with Brian Mottram on this defensive line.
Look at the pressure.
Oh, it
there
was
it
very
is.
close. Matt
There
Bear,
it is.
here
Now
comes
look
the
at him.
lunges.
Number 4 there, Colby Jaramello. We just said his name. There he is. Big sack there.
And he's getting hyped up, clapping in the face of Jackson, saying, "You are out of lunch money." Time to refill your account.
I think Colby just missed that field, Sam. He was suspended and out for a while and didn't get to touch the field. Now he's back. Didn't miss a beat. Sack there. Big one from Colby. 3rd down and long now. 3rd and 9.
Let's see if Jackson has the poise to get a first down. They need it to end
Look at
this
the pressure.
down. Not enough. Not even close.
There's a penalty thrown. I don't see it being on the Raiders unless it's offsides.
I don't either. It could, I don't think it is, Jake. Let's see.
Could be a holding call and a block in the back on the play.
Possibly. Nobody's moving for the Raiders off the field, so it could be on them. Let's see.
It
It's
is
be on the offense.
So great job by the Raiders once again, making a big stop on 3rd down. And Sam, I'm hearing some boo birds out there already. 28-0 the score for the Raiders, and they're making it look easy tonight here.
They are. The cheerleaders have stopped, Jake. They're tired.
We might have to send Patrick Carlson and Jack Fate down there to help them out and point them in the right direction.
Yep, they could use it. Patrick Carlson did go to college already. He studied dancing and professional cheerleading at the
He is in
university.
ballroom dance.
The Arapahoe Community College. So he went local.
Ladies, if you need a ballroom dance partner, Patrick is the top of the class.
Yes, he's has the highest grades at an A+. Very impressive with Miss Lynch. Coming up the right, that's Ty McGuire. Dodges about 2 players. He's doing the Cupid shuffle. Ball out on the field.
Uh-oh. Douglas County indicating they have it. And they do. So Douglas County
Jake.
catches a break, Sam. We talked about the turnover battle, and Douglas County gets one now. Way to go for the Huskies. That is exactly what they needed to get back in this game.
And the cheerleaders are going bananas right now with the score of 28-0.
Sam, I don't think they turned around and even saw what happened on that play, but they're happy, so that I guess that's all that matters, a Friday night. And
Yeah.
sure, you're not at school right now, so you got to be happy.
You got to be happy. That's one positive you can get out of this evening. So Jackson's going to come out once again, this time at the 50. So he's moved up, to say the least.
Jackson has just been harassed by this Raiders defense so far, has not been able to do anything at all so far this game, Sam. We've talked about it before, and just with all these sacks, with all these unfortunate plays for Jackson, he's got to pretty much call safe to tell pretty soon here.
Jackson almost sacked. Deep throw. No way, Jake. He caught it.
What a throw, what a catch there along the sidelines. My goodness, Jackson with the arm strength there. Wow, what a completion there. Looking at his coach now, trying to move quickly and get on the board now.
And Jake, as I mentioned before the game, A.J. Jackson's the real deal, Jake. He is a good quarterback.
A.J. Jackson has that arm. He's been pressured all game long, as we mentioned, but he's made those throws. He's made the agile throws to give his receivers a chance on every play.
Very smart, very patient, and you see the Raiders have just been after him every play and does not faze him one bit, and it's shown in his game tonight.
The Raiders are gassed, and there's going to be a timeout called in the field, and with that, we'll take a quick timeout. We're not as gassed on the Raiders Sports Network. We're ready to go, but we'll be right back.
Yes, we are. Douglas County first down here. They need to score on this play. Jackson going to hand it off up the middle. Raiders stop him short.
Close call there. Nice job by the Raiders preventing that one.
And a
player
flag.
goes flying.
Oh, it's on the Raiders, Jake.
It's definitely on the Raiders. You see the player clapping. It won't move them much farther, Sam. Half the distance to the goal. Get them about the 1 yard line.
There's some extracurricular activity, Jake, as I like to call it.
My favorite. Sam Stern's vocabulary terms. We're going to have to start a website with all of them. It's amazing.
Yes, you will. Quick score update for those of you high school football fans. Cherry Creek High School beating Grandview 17-0 right now. Make sure to tune into that game during halftime to check that out, led by Ty Hussey on the Grandview side. Ty Hussey having a great season for Grandview. He's been one of the stars along with Jackson Jones and a couple of the other stars. Make sure to tune in and check them out and see how they're doing this evening.
This game, Sam, has a lot of precedence over what seed the Raiders will have. They got to continue to play hard, try and get that 10-0 finish to the season. You want to have as strong of a playoff ranking as possible. You want that bye week, so you don't have to play and rest your players as well.
It would be huge, Jake. We could use a bye week here on the Raider Sports Network, Jake,
That's
with all
right.
the work we've put
the
in.
Doubleheader tonight, all this hard work. I think we deserve a bye week.
We could.
A little day off from the office.
Yeah. And another timeout here, this time for Douglas County. It's their second timeout.
Probably needed a second to go to the sidelines, throw some hand warmers in, warm up real quick, and get it back out there. Try and get on the scoreboard, down 28-0. They need some motivation. They need some fireworks, something going for Douglas County, trying to close this half out on a high note.
You know, Jake, it's just so interesting because I'm looking down here. I have perfect view of the sponsors of this stadium, and you look at Cane's Chicken, Floyd's. Let's see, a couple other great companies here. Farmers Insurance, I mean, Sherwin-Williams Paint. I mean, Jake, you talk about these companies, high-quality companies doing everything, and Jake, they're not living up to their sponsorship hype, I have to say. They're really not.
It just doesn't get much better than that. They're stacking the sponsors up. We had Chick-fil-A bring us some sandwiches before the game, and thanks to Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
They're just not getting enough attention down there. We got to give them some precedence.
Yes. Get ready for halftime. It's going to be great. It could compare to Highlands Ranch. They're bringing out some equipment and a setting, and last time it was some flag throwers and a light show. I felt like I was at a Fantasia show on ice.
Oh my goodness, so amazing! I thought I was in Disneyland. I didn't even have to pay for my tickets.
I didn't. Yes, it was totally free, Jake.
Big third down play here. Jackson looking to get him on the board. Throw deep in the end zone. Nobody home there.
And Casper is 2 of 2 for the evening. Catching yet another
ball
one.
Stuck in the snow back there. They might need a shovel.
Yes.
Snow plow, something. They got a little kid back there grabbing it. Thank you, buddy.
Yep, grabbing it out of Frosty the Snowman's hands there in the back. We're seeing a bunch of
Christmas season
fictional characters out on the field tonight.
Sam, you gonna sing the song?
Hey, Patrick, we're broadcasting. Thank you.
Patrick is comedic. He's the
He
funniest
is.
guy in the whole wide
That's
world.
why he got the job as the mascot, people. He didn't get it for no reason.
You look for a live Raider, a real
Yeah.
Raider that's no more than Patrick Carlson. You'll
Come
see him.
into the Raider shop. They did add a new item to the shop. You can get stickers with Patrick Carlson's face on it, and above it
down
says
play.
the horse. Oh!
Incomplete, baby. Raiders take over. No funny business here tonight. No points. Nothing going for the Huskies. Raiders ball 28-0. Jack Fade already popping open a bottle of water.
Yes, he is, Jake.
A nice cold bottle of water.
A nice cold bottle of water. You got that right.
So the Raiders
So
gonna
is Patrick.
take over now. Patrick is chugging water. That's unhealthy, Patrick. It's a Friday night. We'll let it slide. That's all right, Patrick. I'll drive you home.
Nico Markeel. Plenty of time. That's Bryce Sloan with the catch and plenty more. Fakes 2, fakes 3. The 32-yard line is where he will be stopped.
30-yard gain for Bryce Sloan. We talked about it, Sam. The ability to get the yards after the catch. Unbelievable there from Bryce Sloan. Whoop-de-doo, see you later. And my. 30-yard catch, Bryce Sloan.
And thank you very much, right, as Ty McGuire's initials state.
That's right. Thank you very much, and see you later.
David Doty, 2 spin moves. 2 spin moves, a shuffle, and a down.
Do the Cupid shuffle.
Yep.
Patrick was trying to help me out there. I heard him singing a mass today. I think he's going to chime in here any
I'm
second.
not singing
Yeah.
until they bring back Sanctuary.
Bring back Sanctuary. Patrick is vying for that, and he'll sing. So
Markiel with plenty of time. Off to the side, it's Bryce Sloan with plenty of room. He's slipping and sliding, but he gets some great yardage on the play. The chains will move. A minute 48 left to go in this one. For those of you who don't know why we're talking about Mass right now, we were lucky enough to welcome the amazing and just so inspiring Archbishop Aquila to and that was caught by Bryce Sloan on the right. As I was saying, Archbishop Aquila. It's an honor to be able to.
First and 10 now. Markiel rolling out to his left. Markiel decides to run and takes a big hit.
Yes.
No,
No,
Sam,
sorry.
no.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Sam.
I'm still recovering. I'm sorry.
Wrong
I'm
team,
sorry.
Sam.
Sorry.
Couple guys are the bad
sorry.
guys.
Yes.
It's not a.
I'll just sum up what I was talking about. It was a great honor to have Archbishop Aquila at the school today. So thank you.
Such a great time today.
So the choir was phenomenal, Jake.
Yeah, they were.
The flute player was. She
They were.
was playing some dirty licks.
I heard Chalmers Powell singing Oceans and. Oh my goodness.
Can you sing it for us now, Chalmers?
We'll see. Maybe Chalmers will even do his own rendition at halftime, and Hudson can get in on it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Patrick will do the
Maybe some "We Are the Champions."
Patrick
after
will do
game,
the
Chalmers.
harmonies. He also plays trumpet too. Bryce Sloan and Jackson Connolly on either side. David Doty on the right of Nico Markiel.
Look for Doty to get going. They haven't had it much so far this game. Big block from Doty.
David Doty.
There they go. Running back screen. Here he goes. 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Boom.
David Doty.
And he does a half cartwheel.
4-0.
Yes. He's pumping iron in the weight rooms and scoring touchdowns on the field. Wow. He's unbelievable, Jake. They're going to have to retire a bar in the weight room with his name on it.
My goodness. The Raiders scoring more points than days in the calendar. 34-0 the score. My goodness. What a start to this one for the Raiders.
Here comes Jordy De La Torre.
Jordy De La Torre looking to add on to the lead.
Got it. He's unbelievable, people. Jordy De La Torre,
The ball.
the bull. You cannot get any better at that position than Jordy De La Torre this year. 35-0. Coach Davis Brendel, out of his mind excited right now
And
with
there's
what
one
he
thing-
brings.
One thing I have to add to this game right now, Sam, they're 9-0 team. Just so hot right now. Jack Fade outside freezing his butt off, but I keep telling him, we're hot, Sam. We're 9-0. You got to stay warm out there. And now
You
he's
do?
warm. He's warm. He's got his hand warmers. Raiders staying hot, 9-0, trying to go 10-0 tonight. Go into the playoffs with an undefeated record for the first time since falling to Mullen in the championship. A few years ago, the Raiders trying to get their first championship ever. Sam, I talked to Michael Manugian. I interviewed him this week. Michael Manugian, one of our announcers of this team and
Yep.
Raider Sports Network team, he's told me, quote, "We've been playing great all year. Tonight is the night to show everyone what we got before we go into the playoffs. Being 9-0 is great, but we know there's a lot of competition ahead. The grind and the determination is huge, and if we can finish tonight with a big win, it'll give us great momentum going into the playoffs." Well, Sam sure is looking good tonight. Raiders up 35-0, and great words told by Michael Manugian. He's already told me the chance that a Raiders run this year is just undeniable at this rate, and so I'm excited. I just can't wait.
Speak the truth. Jordy Taylor Torrey's going to boot this one.
Little
Another play. No, it's not. They faked me out.
faked me out too.
But they didn't fake the Raider defense out. And he gets tackled on the right with 45 seconds left to go in this electrifying second quarter. I was trying to find the word to describe it, Jake.
Indescribable, Sam.
Yes, you can't describe it. You can't describe how much laughing we've done tonight.
I mean, I can't describe the start to the Raiders and just every facet of not only this game, but all the sports thus far. The field hockey team taking the big win against Arapahoe last week, going to the Final Four now. That game will be held for you on Tuesday. The soccer game, November 6th, will be the next round. Second round of the playoffs. This Raiders football team looking ahead to the first round of the playoffs already. They've already got a spot. They will have a first round bye most likely. As you see the quarterback going down.
That was light work, Jake Stewart. Light work. What a play, Clay Nanke. That's what 6'6" gives you, Jake.
And I don't know what it feels like, Sam, but I sure don't think it feels good for Jackson. 6'6" on top of you. Good luck.
Good luck is correct.
So now the clock winding down, under 20 seconds now. Looks like this clock will wind down at the end of the first half. Raiders up 35-0. We'll see if they elect to do one more play here before the end of the half. But I don't even know if you want to test out this Raiders defense led by Bryce Parsons, Sam.
He's going to hand this one off. And the Raiders going to immediately take him out. That's Brian Mottram ending his hopes and dreams for the end of this first half. And the Raiders are up 35-0. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this evening. Thank you. It's just so awesome that we've been able to broadcast these games for you, Jake. Obviously, one half left of some regular season football. It's crazy to say it. It feels like the season just started, but we're so excited.
But this season's flown by because it's so fast. It's so fast. The Raiders have played so well. Sam, we haven't had the chance to mention it. We have broadcasted. Every single one of our broadcasted games have resulted in a win or a tie. Just phenomenal.
Yes.
Great luck so far this season. We hope that continues. 18-0-1. I am reminded by Patrick that's 18 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie on the broadcasting crew. Thanks for tuning in so far. We'll have Hudson Ridley and Chalmers Powell here any minute doing the halftime show for you. Thanks for tuning in. If you're these opposing teams against the Raiders, watch out because they're scary.
Watch out.
We'll be back.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Excuse us, my mic was off. Welcome to this halftime show at Douglas County Stadium here. The Raiders on top, 35-0 at the half, playing amazing football and staying true to what they needed to do. Previously in the game, Chalmers Powell and I did mention he's not here yet. He may be joining us for this halftime show. We did mention that this Douglas County offense has to get going if they want any shot in this game. They have not yet put up a point. They were on the 2-yard line. They had a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, which was the closest they got, and got stuffed consecutive plays by the Raiders, pushing them backwards a yard and giving the Raiders back the ball. Just devastating blow to Douglas County. This has been just an awful game by Douglas County standards, but the Raiders doing what they need to do, taking care of business. The favorite coming into this one, still considered the favorite, definitely up at halftime. I'm looking around the league right now. The Raiders would need Grandview to beat Cherry Creek to move up in the standings. That is not happening at the moment, though. Cherry Creek is up 17-0 right now. We also have another game that we're watching closely. Valor is only up by 7 points on Highlands Ranch, a team that the Raiders have crushed this season thus far. They're only up by 7 points, 14-7 at half. We will broadcast this second half for you here in a minute. I'm Hudson Ridley. This has been the Raiders Halftime Show. Thank you very much. Trying to improve this year, working on my offensive production.
Because it's for like, isn't it for like cancer?
No, it's, well, yeah, normally it is. It's for,
This year is for mystery for disease charity. Are they doing any good?
Hey, Jack, move the camera.
Yeah. It's still cold in here. The windows are open. We're in front of the windows.
This doesn't.
Okay, let's see who drops it first. They have a color guard, and I always like to see who drops their batons first. My money's on the girl second from the right. She looks very changed.
This cannot top.
Not a color guard.
This cannot.
Not a color guard.
Shea Stadium.
Well, I mean, they call them a something guard. Yeah?
They're like holding the rifle.
I was there. I went to the game there. Not for the broadcast. I was at the game. That was insane.
Oh, she dropped it. She dropped it.
Wait,
on
which
the,
one?
on the right, she dropped it.
Oh, I called it. I called it.
No. The girl with the baton. Not the flag. That's funny.
I called it.
Live PD, our bishop.
Oh! She dropped it twice.
And then she does that little pose. Look at her.
Tough luck. She is sweating herself right now.
The other mics over there are on. You can probably. That might be picking you up.
Oh wait, the mic's on.
Great minds
think alike.
Mega
Look at the girl with the hat on the little stool.
Ooh. Get it.
I want her to fall.
Get it. Ooh.
Gang, gang.
Get it.
But Gangnam Style.
Get it.
We're spiritual.
Get
What
it.
if I just use like the force and just send her flying? You know this is getting picked up on mic. Excellent.
Oh, see, that's color
They
gray.
can hear us. They can hear us. Why did they not mute it?
Oh!
They can hear us.
Music. So you can hear us trash.
Well, I was gonna try and pick up the sound, but
They can hear us instead.
well, yeah, they can.
Ooga booga ooga.
What's up, Raiders? I'm Skylar Kane,
And I'm Caitlin Marshall.
and this week we get to see what you were up to these past 3 snow days.
And Shen is back with another pizza review.
And, as always, it's happening here, right now, on RJTV.
Three snow days.
Unbelievable. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this all my 4 years here at Regis.
Honestly, some of the best 3 days of my life.
That's sad.
But for real, administration, thank you. You wouldn't believe how many TikToks were sent in.
Yeah, it was the best to go through. But unfortunately, for copyrighted reasons, we're gonna have to play a little track on top or not play it at all. It's all up to our producer. So, you wanna step in?
Let's see what all of you were up to.
Take your mark. Go.
For a chance to be featured on an episode of RJTV, make sure you're following our Instagram.
That's right. Go follow at RJ_media. What else would it be called?
Up next, a segment that always makes me hungry.
That's right. We have Shen McConnell back in the studio with another pizza review.
Alright, AJ, so we're here at Lubo's Pizza. I'm looking fancy today, just for success. Good pizza review. We got a nice cheese pizza. Looking a little floppy, little Yonkers. Not even Yonkers hot, that's a stiff pie. We got the sauce, the cheese pizza. Not a lot of Yonkers flops. Let's see, one bite, everybody knows the rules.
One bite.
You guys are making fun of me because the camera quality. We're gonna try this pizza. Look at me now, look at the camera, yeah. I mean, it's not horrible or anything.
What you rated, Chef?
6.3, that's a review. Have a good day.
Yeah, it's too bad Domino's can't deliver on such brutal conditions.
I know, too much snow, I guess.
I guess. But Shen, thanks for letting us know how it tasted.
Lastly, we have an important announcement.
That's right. The Fall Plays opening night is tonight.
Make sure you buy your tickets.
And we'll see you there.
And this fire could go on for 10 more hours, but I think that's all the time we have for this episode.
I'm Skylar Kane.
And I'm Caitlin Marshall. Peace.
Peace.
Welcome back, Raider fans. Thanks so much to Chalmers Powell and Hudson Ridley for their work. I'll leave it there. And Jake, we move on, and we got to talk about this halftime show, obviously. One similar to one we saw earlier this season at Highlands Ranch, but Jake, we saw some more flag throwing. It's been a theme, and we saw some pole throwing. I don't know what you call that. Javelin, I don't know.
Sure.
We'll just call it that. And some great pyrotechnics, and luckily no injuries, thank heavens. But it was impressive, Jake. If only the Raiders could put on something like that.
Heck of a job. It's one of those things you look at the other team and you say, we have a lot of things that are better than you. Our school might be better than you guys, but that's one thing you have on us. You got a band, you got the cheerleaders, these cheerleaders, Sam, they don't mess around at Douglas County. I've been able to watch them before at some of my sister's cheer competitions. Some of the best cheerleaders in the state of Colorado.
Really?
And so you got to watch out if you're the Raiders. That just some things you got to be careful for, a band and cheerleaders. But this football team, you don't have to be careful for because they're not good.
No, and talk about flag throwers, Jake. The flag throwers have been the refs tonight, and the refs have been throwing the flags in the side of Douglas County tonight primarily.
That's right. We have had a chance to see so many good bands, so many good performances. We've done a good job ranking them throughout the season. Sam, my personal rankings, I've got Overland at number 1. Where do you have them?
Overland was definitely in my top 3, Jake. Just let me tell you that national anthem, Jake. Unbelievable. I felt like I was at the opera house listening to a professional orchestra.
And how about this halftime show? It was like a Fantasia on Ice. Or what is it called?
Fantasia on Ice.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. You were just in Disney. It's phenomenal.
I wasn't, but yeah, correct. Yep.
It's phenomenal. It's like they had their shoes off and they were dancing out there.
Yeah.
It's just,
I can only feel for them, Jake. I mean, their feet just have to be ice cold. I mean, they're probably about to fall off. But
I left my feet warmers in the car. Otherwise, I'd go and donate them.
Donate them to the Chalmers and Hudson Ridley doing such a great job at that halftime show and just helping us out this evening. And it's just been so impressive. And Sophia Marcinek is just working her tail off out there.
Best cameraman in the state of Colorado.
Christmas socks and Birkenstocks as usual. Sophia usually wears those all the time. She's taking photos of the parents right now. Hopefully they don't think she's like scaring them or something. But She's a great person, people. She has great intentions as head of RJ Media, Jake.
That's right. She's quite the photographer, one of the best in the business. So good.
Yes.
If you didn't get a chance to see our Special Olympics pictures and
Oh,
game, it
gosh,
was so much
Jake.
fun. Sam was announcing, I was playing. It's just amazing.
So
what a game.
great event, Jake.
So much fun to put it together, and the inclusion movement is just so awesome, and being able to be with those kids is just amazing and a joy. So glad to be able to have that. Regis Jesuit was nominated and recognized as the first team to be nationally ranked in Special Olympics. They were nationally nominated, the first private school to be nationally nominated. So congrats to them, the red and the white team. So here we go, second half kicking away. A weird formation there, trying to surprise the Raiders, unable to do so. Fielding that one nicely is number 1 for the Raiders. That was number 1, Derwin Taylor III. Well done by the Raiders to start this second half. Not being fooled by the little trickery play there by the Huskies. The Raiders just a quick opening start to that first half. Just touchdown after touchdown. Success on third downs, first downs, second downs. And now in this second half, Sam, you look for David Doty to get plenty of carries and run this game out and best as possible, because you look at David Doty, one of the most powerful, strong guys in the state of Colorado, and just the guy you want when you're trying to run some clock out. So here's Nico Markiel, first down now. Drops back in the pocket, plenty of time. Finds the guy up the middle, takes a hit there. But the catch is made. That's Ty McGuire. Ty McGuire already with an interception on the day. He has several receptions as well. Gain of 5 there for the Raiders.
Yeah, Nico Markiel and Ty McGuire have that connection tonight, Jake, and they're going. Nico's going to Ty McGuire often, Jake, and McGuire is third in receptions for this Raider squad, and obviously he's a consistent player, knows how to play the game, and for his height, he's really great out there.
Such a dynamic, speedy player. You got to think if he wasn't on the same team as Bryce Sloan and Jackson Connolly, he'd be a number 1 receiver somewhere. But you'd love to have him as your third receiver if you're Nico Markiel, excuse me.
Pitch play to David Doty, and he's pushed back.
Nice little gain of 4 there for the Raiders.
Again, thank you so much for tuning in with us on the Raider Sports Network. Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson doing a great job as usual. Jack Fade out there in the freezing cold weather doing camera. He did that soccer game for you as well, as did Hudson Ridley, Jake Stewart, and Patrick. They've been doing some great work this evening.
Great camera work as well. So
great
Sophia
camera work.
Kylie Pendleton doing awesome all night long and braving out the cold. Need some hot chocolate. We'll have to get him some pretty soon here.
Markiel.
Being pressured, got to get it away. Can't do it. Sam, if you're Nico Markiel, I know you're up 35-0, but that's something you're trying to work on is being pressured. You can't take those big sacks and bring out the punting unit now for the Raiders for the first time tonight. You got to limit those sacks and throw the ball away.
And Jake, we talk about it every once in a while. Nico Markiel is playing so great this season, but you can see how young he is in his game right now. He's still learning, still needing to kind of learn that patience, and he just obviously there's room to grow, you could say.
That's right. As my theology teacher, Mr. Nick Fagnett, told me last year, patience is a virtue, and he's earning that over time.
Wow. Great. Nice one, Jake.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you.
use of educational learnings.
Sam, I got to ask you now. We have a second, and we got plenty of time left in this game. How did you enjoy your 3 snow days? How was that? Thanks again to Mr. Jimmy Trico, Jimmy Baller Trico, as he's nicknamed.
Yeah, Jimmy Buckets is what
Jimmy
you call
Buckets,
him.
Yep.
Who's ever heard of Jimmy Butler? It's Jimmy Bucket Trico.
Love to hear
but,
that.
No, Jake, unbelievable. Really just a lazy 3 days. As that one's caught on the sideline, the Raiders hit him out at the 40. And just a great time, Jake. A lot of chilling, a lot of TV watching.
Relaxing and chilling.
Binge watching NBA.
Oh, yeah.
You know I have to do that, Jake.
If you don't know Sam, he is an NBA wizard. He knows anything. You could ask him anything from how many times the floor gets swept up, and he'd know the answer. And just an NBA god is Sam Stern.
Oh, gosh,
I know
thank
he
you.
can't wait for the season to start. It already started, actually. Excuse me, my apologies there. I've just been waiting to see the Nuggets on TV, and I haven't been able to watch it. So I just signed a deal, though, with Altitude Sports. So if you have, like the Nuggets.
Oh!
Almost. Colby Charamello.
He's aggressive. What
Wow.
a play by Colby.
He saw the end zone there, wanted the pick six. Man, he saw the distance.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Jake. It leads me to what I was going to talk about tonight. DirecTV has reached a deal with Altitude Sports Network to play your Colorado Avalanche and Denver Nuggets. But we're not satisfied. Comcast still yet to sign a deal, Jake. That is my provider. And boy, am I disappointed that I can't watch my hometown teams.
You can come to my house, Sam. We'll have DirecTV for you. You're
Perfect.
welcome over.
Perfect.
Get the sack there.
Oh, that's Clay Nanke once again. The Giant.
Grab him by the neck and toss him down. Jackson. Oh, my goodness. He's got to fix up that helmet, maybe replace it. Oh, wow. What a hit.
Well, he's limping to the sidelines.
4th down now. Raiders defense stepping up once again. Ty McGuire now back to receive this punt. You got to be careful with Ty McGuire, Sam. He's got some speed and some weaving skills, too.
Yeah, he's speedy. Speedy Gonzalez. This one's going to be punted to Ty McGuire in the backfield at about the 35-yard line. A flag on the field before the punt could occur. Let's see what the refs decide here.
I think that flag's going to be on Blaine Rayson.
Blaine Rayson.
No, it will be
Ooh,
54
okay.
on
That's
the Raiders.
And we've talked about him once tonight. That's Shade, Matthew Shade getting called there.
The other Matthew.
The other
Don't
Matthew,
confuse him
correct.
with Matthew Bear.
He's not taking lunches.
He can take some lunches too. Just Matthew Bear has his own separate agenda.
Correct.
He's got to stay safe, especially in this cold time of year. He's got to take some lunches and kind of be secure about it. It's cold time. He's got to hibernate in the snow days. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, Chalmers. You know how it is.
Yep. A.J. Jackson back on the field for Douglas County. Let's see if he can get some action. Still yet to put any points on the board this evening. The Raiders raring to get through. There's a player in motion across the middle, and then the Raiders immediately stick him to the side.
Big hit there along the sidelines. Bryce Parsons saying he wants a little action tonight. No test tonight so far for Bryce Parsons. They don't even want to see him. Is this Huskies team, Sam? They finally decided to test him, and that's what happens.
Bryce Parsons, just a player, Jake. What a story. Did not play football freshman and sophomore year. Came in last year as a junior, saying he wanted to be a part of the football team and wanted to be a part of the phenomenal team with Keon Martinez and all the great players that we've had in the past. And Jake, it was unbelievable to see how he's improved between junior year and senior year. And Jake, last year, he was unbelievable for the Raiders on the defensive end.
One of the most talented guys you'll meet, just such a great athlete and does so much for this community. So Bryce, such a great guy, and this football team is for sure lucky to have him, especially come playoff season here in a couple weeks.
Nico Markiel with plenty of time. He's going to go deep, showcasing his arm, and that's going to be incomplete to Ty McGuire on that right side. So looking to him often tonight on that right side.
McGuire taking a huge hit there into the snow. Luckily that feels a little bit better than falling on that turf. Glad he's up okay. Big second down here play for the Raiders. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Trying to extend their lead. You know, Sam, it's always fun to have those close games, but from time to time it's great to see these blowouts, especially in the Raiders' favor. We saw it in soccer 6-0 and all these players like yourself and Will Taylor and so many guys getting to see some minutes. You love to see that. And tonight you see as well, you'll see maybe even Michael Manugian and some of those guys getting some minutes as well in the last game of the season.
To Bryce Sloan on the, oh no, that's Ty McGuire. My apologies on that right side once again. Ty McGuire and Bryce Sloan sharing that right side with Jackson Connolly on the left. Great catch by Ty McGuire for a third down.
Patrick reminding me that the post-game announcers will be doing some hot sauce if the Raiders hold on for this win.
35-0.
Happens there.
Oh, it's
Saw
going to be
Hudson Ridley
fun.
do it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, boy, was that a sight.
I scared my life. I almost called the ambulance to see if it'd be okay.
Nope, Patrick, I will not be doing that.
Nico Markiel
Nico
now he's gonna
Markiel.
take a shot.
Up the middle, it's caught by Bryce Sloan, somehow able to stay up and more.
He caught that one from
First
his
down.
feet, Sam. He caught it from
Oh,
his knees.
it's out. The ball is out. Let's see who it's going to.
The Huskies indicating they have it there.
Let's
See
see.
if they do. would be their second turnover of the night. The Raiders already fumbling the ball once,
Still waiting.
indicating it will be the Raiders' ball.
Oh, good.
So the Raiders
So we're
retaining
saved.
possession there. Yes, we are.
It was a great catch by Bryce, Jake,
What a catch.
originally.
Caught it from his knees there. A ball thrown behind him. Adjusted, made a nice adjustment for the first down play. So the Raiders now driving on the Huskies side of the field.
Nico Markiel with the first down. David Doty on it, or Pyrese Miller on his left. My apologies. Pyrese Miller flying up the middle for a large gain. Let's see what they give him.
Now, Sam, I didn't get the chance to ask you this question, obviously, because
Yes.
you were playing in the soccer game. But we kind of, me and Hudson, really, we came up with this nickname for Johnny, and we wanted to see what you think about it. Johnny Rockets, what do you think about
Oh,
that?
Jake.
Speedy Johnny, what do you think?
Perfect. Look, could you even believe that goal, that fourth goal?
Unbelievable. If you didn't get the chance to see it, you got to rewatch that game.
People, he's being tugged to the ground. He's on the ground, gets back
Somehow,
up, and
some
bangs
way.
it into the goal, Jake. First class goal. Nico Markiel, handoff once again to Pyrese Miller, cutting up the right.
First class run there from who was that, Sam? You tell me.
It was Pyrese Miller,
Pyrese
sir.
Miller.
Yes, sir.
So many running backs by committee on this Raiders team. There's 4 of them. Hard to track up here in the press box. Sam's doing a great job of tracking
Thank you.
them down.
Thank you.
Nice little cut there from Pyrese. Get the first down, move the chains.
The Raiders want to tag on another touchdown here if possible. Nico Markiel going to cut back to the other side, taken
he
down.
Can't get off that one once again. And Markiel thought he could get through it a little bit. Too much of that young confidence, as we mentioned, Sam. He thought he could do it all himself, and then goes down and loses about 10 yards there. So 7 yards it will be. So for Markiel, just got to get rid of that ball a little bit, make a little bit of smart mental decisions a little bit more, and then you're at that top of that level. Once you make that decision, as my English teacher, Mr. Bruno, said, you go from the Joel Embiid stage of making a few mental errors, a few mental mistakes, and you fix those, and you're the best player out there and the best there could be.
Correct. Nico Markiel going to improve with time, obviously, as he becomes a junior and a senior next year and the year after. Fakes the throw to the right side, instead gives it to David Doty, off to the left side, still up.
Just as we mentioned, so hard to get down is David Doty. Wow, what a run there from Double D.
Number 3 for Douglas County, Oz Martinez. Coming up a little gimpy on the left side. He's going to come out for a little bit.
He's going to go see if he can find the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
See if he can fix his injury.
See if the Wizard can do a little wand shake and make him perfect again. Nico Markiel.
Much perfect tonight so far for Markiel. Rolling out wide. Nice throw
Nice
there.
pass.
Oh, shift.
Dallas Macias.
I'ma see you later. I'ma see you later, says Dallas Macias. 41-0 Raiders. What a start.
Making a case for dancing for the stars, Dallas Macias.
Little spin move, little cha-cha slide. You betcha, baby. 41-0 Raiders.
Call Bruno. What a play, and now we have entered running clock mode.
My goodness, you would have thought Patrick Carlson taught him those dance moves. Top class.
Gosh.
Wow.
Patrick Carlson teaching this team how to dance, and it's succeeding, Jake.
Little ballroom dance in the suit and tie. Heck yeah, Patrick.
Yes. Looking snazzy today, my friend.
Patrick,
Jordy De La Torre up the uprights.
I think we might need
Good.
a little 10-0 dance at the end of this game, Patrick. If we
Yeah?
can get this one.
You want to do
Show
that
off
instead of hot sauce?
Show off your ballroom skills, do a little dance.
It's okay. We won't make you do that, Patrick. And it's not in your camera view right now, but there are some little kids on the sidelines right now and in front of the sponsors, and they're practicing right now on the field. They're practicing their offensive plays. We could possibly see them tonight instead of these Douglas County team. Anything could happen on the Raider Sports
I don't
Network.
know, Sam. One of them is
They're
doing-
looking pretty talented. One of them's down
Snow
doing a
Angels.
little Superman on the ground. Let's see if he's going to fly across the snow. He's alive.
Doing
God, these
Snow
kids are
Angels.
talented. And they're not even wearing pads or equipment, Jake, and they're going hard.
I don't know, Jackson.
Gosh.
With all the hits Jackson's been taking tonight, I think that quarterback wearing red on the sideline, the 7-year-old phenom. I don't know what his name is, but it's probably some sort of Jack or Russell, some
Yeah.
sort of
Something
football
like
name.
that.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Throw him in there at quarterback. So here we go. Raiders up 42-0. 2:50 left to go in the third quarter. What a start for the Raiders. What a finish to the season this would be. 10-0 looking to go.
Douglas County going to run this one once again. And Eddie Maxfield will be the first one to meet him.
As a punter, he knows how much of a hurt that would be to take that hit. And he blazed the hit there, Sam.
And Jake, let's see if we can see Michael Manugian on the field. And we can. Michael Manugian is on the field right now. He's on the left of your screen. Yes, Jack Fate is smiling right now. Number 24, the white long sleeve shirt and tights tonight on that left side. Michael Manugian now second in interceptions on the team. Pyrese Miller passed him tonight, Jake.
That's right. Michael Minigan, we had our interview with him. He told us how excited he would be to get this bye week, this rest for this team. He's going to play his butt off tonight, he told me. So here we go for Michael Minigan. Look at the pressure there.
Great pressure by the... Oh, Michael Manugian. There's a little extracurricular activity on that right side with one of the Douglas County players. Love that. Great play from Michael right now. Very aggressive. That's what they need right now on this defensive end is aggressive play. Michael Manugian on the field for Bryce Parsons right now.
Number 24 out there. Kobe Bryant's number. He's pretty awesome, just like Kobe.
In motion for Douglas County. He's going to go
here.
really long, wide open,
open,
and he dropped it, Jake. The farthest person away from him.
All I can say there, Sam, is he was afraid to test Michael Manugian on that left side. Attempted to go to the right side and just in and out of the reach there. And wow, what a missed opportunity for the Huskies. That's why you see that 0 on the scoreboard. Sam, I just feel bad at this point. I say we give him maybe a point or two here. Can we give him 1 point? Is that? I don't think that's.
Let me check the rule book and see if that's possible. I don't think so, but
I'm hearing from Patrick that's field hockey, but not football. So
oh, good to know.
Stay tuned Tuesday. Some field hockey action.
I'll tell you about it later, actually.
So 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 3rd down and 6. The Huskies of Douglas County trying to get something going. A little toss play there.
Pitch play. Michael is going to be the last one. Boom! Michael Manugian. Do not come in his way. He will tackle you. Michael Manugian coming in hard with some anger.
No, like on an extra point try.
Michael Manugian putting a little aggression in there. He was in my Spanish class this morning, hyped up, ready to go, jumping up and down. And wow, what a hit there by Michael Manugian. That will conclude the third quarter. Raiders on top, 42-0. What a start to this game. What a finish to this game. 1 more quarter left to go. Raiders trying to go to 10-0 and finish this season perfect going into the playoffs, Sam.
Indeed. We're going to take a quick break here on the Raider Sports Network. Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, and Jack Fate. We'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back to the Raider Sports Network.
I'd like to take a moment on the far side of the field there to thank the chain gang out there.
Douglas County back on the field. 4th down, they're going to go for it, of course. Let's see if a prayer can be answered here for Douglas County. With plenty of time on the right sideline, it's caught. Let's see if he was in bounds, and he is. 1st down, Douglas County.
I don't know, Sam. They must have, in the special intentions today at Mass, they must have prayed for this Douglas County 1st down there, and they got it. So, nice job there by Douglas County.
They must have, Jake.
I think so. Phenomenal 1st down there, moving the chains for, I want to say the first time tonight. There hasn't been many 1st downs for this team. The cheerleaders going wild on the sideline.
Yeah.
Patrick just shaking his head in disgust out here.
Gosh, Patrick, don't be so mean.
Patrick,
A.J. Jackson.
Cold. They're cold. We need to give them something.
Yes. A.J. Jackson being chased. Long throw to the field.
Nobody there. That's Casper's number 4 catch of the day. catcher, Casper, the number
Yep.
1 receiver now
Yep.
for
But
this Huskies team.
with Frosty the Snowman short behind, Frosty has one.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. How
Yeah,
many
we'll
does
see
he have,
if we'll see if he comes out tonight, Jake. Does the cop count as one?
So,
Yeah, we've
he had
seen one
he
cop
got
sighting.
One catch. He had a catch there. He caught him red-handed.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
The flag there and some extracurricular activity. Sam, your reinforcements on the sideline are all down now. I think they're in a dog pile. They're going to have to get out of that if they want to get on the field some playing time.
I don't know. Let's see what's going on. And just so you know, people, we are going to be severance coming on. We're going to see severance coming onto the field for the offense. Hopefully, next time we see the offense back out on the field, should be soon. If we can get a couple stops, second down play coming up.
Raiders applying pressure. Big hit there.
Once again
Wow.
to Casper for his 5th reception of the game.
Jackson slow to get up there as Pyrese Miller. Xavier Carroll knocked him down.
The ref was trying to kick the football and missed and almost fell.
Oh, my goodness.
That
you
would have
gotta
been
stay
bad.
safe, kids.
Well, he's a ref, Jake, but yeah, stay safe too
Stay
to
safe,
the adults.
young man. Come on.
Officials are humans too.
That's right.
Th-
It's
correct,
In the
Chalmers.
words of Chalmers, officials are humans too.
Yep.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. There's an op-ed idea for you for the website.
3rd and 22.
There's a juggle for Jackson. Oh, and it's caught.
Micah Manukian falling on top of the receiver.
A little late on coverage, though, but great attempt by Michael Manugian to get over there.
Little tumble on the play. There you go, Michael. Stop him down. It's still 4th and 9 now.
And we're also seeing senior Mason Andruska on the other side. So
Love
both
to see it.
Michael Manugian and Mason Andruska, 2 seniors this year, Jake, don't get a lot of time, but they're on the field tonight, and
Mason,
boy, is it just so exciting.
First-year senior starter, just like Michael Manugian. Both of these guys getting their first action of the night. Some of them first action of the season in the last game. Raiders once again, at this point, all intentions to go to 10-0, end the season undefeated for the first time in a very, very long time, Sam. And we don't want to talk about how it finished. A loss to Mullen in the championship. The Raiders trying to turn that one around the other way. It won't be Mullen this year, Sam.
No, it will not.
We already kicked their butts, but we'll see who it is. But
Yep.
we'll see. The Raiders, a lot of momentum going into the playoffs. And Sam, do you think not having a loss, sometimes not having a loss in these sports, it can get you come playoff time. You've seen it with teams like the Los Angeles Dodgers who don't lose much, and then you go into the playoffs and you get surprised, you get scared, and you get knocked out. What do you think?
Totally. It's tough, Jake, because I think here's a big throw by Jackson, almost intercepted, excuse me, in the middle. But back to what you were saying, Jake, it is interesting because I think it's going to be tough for the Raiders in the sense that obviously they haven't had to go through defeat this season, and they're not prone to it right now, and they're not used to. So I don't know how they're going to be able to take it if it happens because, Jake, reality is there's the Grandviews and the Cherry Creeks and the Valors, and this is not going to be easy by any means, Jake. Yes, they've had a great season. 10-0 is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But
and it's also Sam, it's not like the Raiders have been beating these easy teams. They're doing a great showing tonight against this Huskies team, but they're playing teams like Mullen and teams like that, and teams you're top ranked in the state of Colorado, like Legend, who was top 10, and so they
number 1 at one point.
Yeah, they proved great against some formidable opponents, and that's why you see them ranked so high this year. And we'll see what they get ranked going into the playoffs, but it's looking a lot like a bye week.
Yeah, totally. Again, as we mentioned earlier, it is a running clock for the rest of this game in the fourth quarter. 42-0 is your score with 6:52 left to go. The clock is winding down and fast. Make sure to stay tuned for our post-game show. You're going to see more analysis from Chalmers and Hudson. They've been doing a great job this evening, and we're just so happy to have such a great Raider Sports Network crew, the most packed crew of the year by far, and we're just so excited as Jackson goes long once again, wide open in the middle, still going.
Here he goes.
Oh, they're too late.
There goes the
They
shutout.
finally add points to the board. It has been 3.5 quarters.
Is ecstatic. The fans here are going nuts.
I feel like I'm at an NFL game right now. That's how excited these parents are, and the score is 42-6.
Oh my goodness, Sam! It's like a pee-wee soccer game. You gotta let the other team score every once in a while, and my goodness, you'll.
42-6 is your score. Oh gosh, players tripping over coats on the field.
There can be those. You gotta be careful for those coats, Sam.
Be careful,
They're long
Jake.
coats.
Be careful.
They'll keep you warm though.
They will. That's what they're there for, Jake. High snap, kick.
Oh, almost
He
blocked.
made it. 1 of 1 extra
Wow.
point.
So we can't count out this Huskies team yet,
No,
Sam.
we can't, Jake.
36 points,
We've
Sam.
seen a Mullen game before.
As my math teacher would tell me, that's a touchdown, and you square that. You do the little square, and 7 squared will give you 49, and then they'd be winning the game.
Yeah, if only it worked like that, Jake. Oh.
Nonetheless, it's still a 5-score game, and 5-score 5 years ago. I don't think that's how it goes, Sam. But 5 minutes left to go in this game. A lot of 5s, but the Raiders looking to go 10-0. That's 5 times 2 for all you math nerds out there. Raiders looking to go 10-0 and finish this season undefeated.
So the kids,
Patrick's
the
asking
kids
about
on
math,
the
I mean.
sidelines with their snow coats and hats and earmuffs will not see the field tonight. And I said snow coats. Thank you so much for that.
Snow cones. I don't know if I want a snow
Chalmers.
cone out there today.
I wouldn't either, but these little kids on the field who have been really trying hard tonight, being aggressive with each other, working hard on their craft. They probably play for an AYL team around here, AYL Aurora Youth League, for those of you who don't know. They do play, Arapahoe Youth League.
That one hit his hand, just went down.
Just
oh,
went
my
down,
goodness.
yes. Oh, a dad
his
has
hands are on his head.
a dad is playing quarterback now.
Wow.
We let's see if that's Flacco.
In the root. Oh,
Yep,
my goodness.
That was Flacco out there, people.
In the words of America's Got Talent, Judge Heidi Klum, this just got real.
Here comes Jackson Connolly up the field, and he's taken down immediately. There's still hope for the Douglas County fans tonight.
Sam, what do you say we win this one and we storm the field and we stay safe while doing it and we do some snow angels? I would be okay with that.
Don't throw snowballs, Jake, because it's a jug.
I would not like to
Shout out
first jug.
Shout out to Jonah Montgomery, people. Did get jugged today for throwing a snowball. Shout out to Jonah. He's taking it strong. He was throwing it in the direction of William Taylor, one of the stars of bench soccer players.
You got to be careful, Sam.
And
But
hit him
William
in the
Taylor, one of the
back.
stars of the soccer team, you can't put his life in
No,
danger
you
there, and I think
can't.
that's the right call there.
You can't. Wow.
So for Jonah Montgomery, tough break there. We wish him
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
We'll have to say some prayers for him tonight.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
Oh, Douglas County. We're seeing a whole new team right now.
Wow.
Exactly 3 minutes left to go in this electrifying game. Sizzling hot.
I'm pretty cold, Sam.
I'm pretty cold, too. I don't know if it's sizzling hot.
Like an oxymoron or something there. I think that's what they call it.
I guess. I really don't know.
Onomatopoeia. I don't know what it is.
I guess I should know that. I'm taking the SAT tomorrow. So. Yes, Patrick, I am. Thank you.
42-7 score. Raiders counting down the seconds. I don't know if Patrick going to have to tell me. I think that's 148 seconds now. The Raiders are from being 10-0, undefeated on the season. Oh, my goodness. What a season. And Hudson's going to go through all these games for you after that. I won't have time to go through it right now. But Raiders, he'll go game by game for you, recapping just the Raiders, just full season as we go into the playoffs, talking about what went on and how the Raiders did and how they got to this point. But, Sam, it's just been phenomenal on every side of the ball, offense, defense, special teams, and just every star player, every young player stepping up to the occasion.
They are. And Jake, this is the time for young players who don't get to see the field very often to learn and to see what they can do. And that's how Eddie Maxfield got the minutes that he has now. He put in the work during those minutes, showed that he could play during the crunch time minutes, and he's obviously getting him minutes increases. He goes long, almost intercepted by Douglas County.
Oh, the quarterback there leaned down, and that's okay. You're up 35 points. Clock is still running after the incomplete pass, Sam, and I don't know why it's still running. Somebody's got to fix that.
No, it's a running clock, Jake.
Jack Fate saying stop the clock. There we go.
Oh,
Jack.
okay.
You're not
They're
the only
actually
one
going
that
to.
saw that.
Sorry, my apologies.
15-second runoff there. That 15-second could make a big difference in this game.
athletic director for an awesome season.
So this has been amazing. While we have the chance, obviously this game is coming to a close. Just want to end with some words. Obviously, it's been such an honor to be doing Raiders sports for you this year, and in the last couple years prior, came to Regis and started football commentating as my first gig with Raiders Sports Network with Nick Sangelis, who was an award-winning play-by-play. It's been absolutely amazing working. Jake and I both working our way up from being color analysts with him to now being the two lead guys for Raiders Sports Network, and it's been just such an honor to be able to broadcast these sports. This has been the best season already, Jake, and we have more sports to go. We've been commentating every game. We've been here for you folks, and we can't thank you enough. Viewership is at record highs. It's just been a great season, and we thank you so much for supporting this student-run media organization that is really going in the right direction.
And we appreciate every one of you guys for laughing at our jokes, even
Yes.
the bad ones. I've had so many people recently coming up and saying we're making them laugh on their Friday nights. So
Yes.
So thanks for that, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And such a fun season for the football. We're excited to have playoffs for you. Playoff season, our favorite time of the year. It's me and Sam's version of Christmas, and we're so excited to have just every sport for you. We're going to have football and hockey coming up soon, and we'll even probably throw in some girls rugby playoffs coming up soon. And just so much action. Field hockey on Tuesday for you, and Final Four. Just so exciting. So it's such a great time of year. It's such a great time to be a Raider.
Yes, it is, and as Jake mentioned, playoffs are starting already for soccer as the soccer team got a dub today to start. And then football will obviously be starting in the next week or two, and
basketball, right?
Basketball will be starting, but playoffs for football will be starting in the next couple of weeks. But basketball will be starting, as you said, and how exciting it is, Jake, and all the Raiders sports going on right now. It's just truly amazing to be able to do this for you as the quarterback tackled, but the ball
went
caught.
out and was caught there, and strip sack there, and it somehow ends in the player's hands. And I don't know, Sam. I got to think there's some sort of higher power there on that play. How the heck does that happen?
I don't know. And then for those of you who also don't know, we will be covering playoffs, as you could see, for soccer and football. We will be covering, obviously not to the championship, and if we do go there, we can't cover that because of CHASA rules, but we will be here for the first couple games of all the playoffs, so make sure to tune in. And for those of you who don't know, I know that there's been plenty of people that have come up and asked this question. We do send out a free code if you're in the RJHS community and want to listen to our broadcast. You get to watch it for free just by being a community member. So look at your email. It's going to be from Mr. Adam Dawkins in your email, and he will send you a free code with a username and password so you can watch all of our games throughout the year. And Jake, we do a great job here at the Raider Sports Network. We have such a stacked and great crew. We haven't talked enough about Angela Surwa-Marfo and Patrick Carlson, our two heads of Raider Sports Network. They've just been doing an absolutely fantastic job for us this year. And you talk about two people who have really just made things happen. They are behind these broadcasts. They make these broadcasts happen, so we cannot thank both of them enough for all the work that they put in each and every day to make sure that we cover your Raider sports. Thank you so much for watching with us over the season. As
you see another, oh my goodness, get him.
They want to end the game with a sack.
Brian, get him. Somebody, anybody.
Deep throw.
Intercepted.
Yes. Let's end it that way. Let's end it that way.
Wow.
What a way to cap off a 10-0 season.
Nugian. That was not my
Well, either way, it was a great.
We'll take it.
It was great. Oh, God.
Season, great win. Raiders going to move to 10-0, undefeated in state play. Wow, Sam. Going into the playoffs 10-0. Boy, does it feel good. I'm going to go home and play the song I Feel Good. Wow.
Ooh.
What a finish. What a start to the year for the Raiders, getting it done. They were counted out all season long. We talked to so many players in the year, Grayson Stovall, Micah Manugian, Bryce Parsons. And the common theme was, guys, we're being counted out of this. They're not giving us a shot. They don't know what's coming for them. We got all this youth. We got all this experience coming in against us, and we got the job done. Coaches, it's got to be ecstatic, and what a season for the Raiders, 10-0.
Regis Jesuit, you got a 10-0 football team raring to go for the playoffs. Get ready for some very exciting football led by David Doty and Nico Markiel and Pyrese Miller and more. Thank you so much for tuning in during this regular season. We're excited to bring you playoffs in just a couple of weeks, depending on their schedule. Again, thank you so much on behalf of Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Chalmers Powell, Hudson Ridley. My name's Sam Stern. You're going to hear from Hudson Ridley and Chalmers Powell in just a little bit.
Stay tuned. It's going to be fun.
You have a great evening.
Welcome to the Regis Jesuit post-game show. We have another great memory-making thing for you here. To celebrate the Raiders going 10-0, I promised I would bring back the hot sauce if they went 10-0, a great 10-0 season. So before we get into it, let's recap the season. They started against Pomona with a lightning rained-out game for about 2 hours. It was rained out, ton of lightning throughout the game, but they came back. They were down at the break, but they came back. They showed leadership under Nico Marchiol, and they won that game. Then they steamrolled their next opponents, Overland and Highlands Ranch, beating them 29-6 and 49-14, respectively. A big win over Mullen for the homecoming game, thrashing Horizon on the road, beating Chaparral at home, beating the undefeated Legend at the time, which was the last time we had done this hot sauce, beating Doherty at home, beating Fountain Fort Carson the next week, and tonight beating Douglas County to complete that 10-0 sweep. Now, without further ado, I'm here with our producer, our wonderful producer, senior Patrick Carlson. What's up, Patrick?
Hey, Hudson. Like Hudson said, we're going to be trying Dave's Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. Hudson, as you may remember, a few weeks ago, tried this hot sauce on stream in the post game, and yeah, so we're going to be doing it again.
All right. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Cheers. You feel that? You feel? Oh, you feel that? You feel
Not
that?
that bad.
That tastes like 10-0, baby. Just wait, it gets worse. Showing no emotion. It's Patrick Carlson. That tastes like 10-0. You want some?
I would like to point out that that Sam and Jake were both supposed to do this, and they chickened out on it. But
Chug? Little drop for the boys. Little drop. Oh, it's hurting.
How are you not affected by this,
Patrick has a heart of steel. Oh my goodness. All right, that is going to do it for the Regis Jesuit post-game show. 10-0 season. I'll let Patrick reel us out here.
yeah, great season for the Raiders. Like Sam mentioned earlier, we at Raider Sports Network brought every football game this season to you. So for all you who tuned in, just thank you very much for tuning in. And Regis will just tune in Regis, we assume. Yeah, just tune in for playoffs.
That'll
and have a
do it.
great
Good
night.
night.